Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
That's breaking news coming to us from Detroit's west side. Detroit police are on the scene of a deadly crash involving an ATV. And that crash comes just hours after Detroit's police chief, James Craig, sent a message to ATV riders to stay off the streets.
Tim Pamplin just arrived on the scene with the night cam. Tim?
A very somber scene here along Grand River at Burt. Detroit's west side medics transporting the body of the victim down to the hospital. Police following them down there for their report. One officer told me tonight it was just a matter of time before something like this happened. An ATV rider traveling at high speed along Grand River here lost control, got flung from his vehicle after the vehicle rolled, sending the rider careening into the side of this building here. Now, Detroit firefighters were first on the scene, did their best performing CPR, trying to save this young man, but to no avail. They're now leaving the scene. Detroit police, again, just starting their investigation out here, but it appears a young man riding his ATV at high speed along Grand River lost control and was flung off of his ATV. That is the scene along Grand River at Burt Road with a night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim. Also breaking tonight, former Detroit City Councilman Kwame Kenyatta has passed away at the age of 63. Mara McDonald live at City Hall tonight. Mara, Kwame Kenyatta was a member of council during some of the more tumultuous times for the city.
Devin, as you will well remember, it was Kenyatta who was the first city councilman to write down in a resolution that Kwame Kilpatrick needed to resign. And while his voice at the table may have always been blunt, it was also always serious. Kwame Kenyatta spent 2006 to 2013 on Detroit City Council, but he was also a former Wayne County Commissioner and passionate member of the Detroit School Board.
When I think about him, I'm reminded of how bold and brave he was during the Kilpatrick years. He ended up being sort of an adversary to that administration because of what he felt was wrong with the administration.
He sat on council during the chaos of the Kilpatrick years and was the first to push a resolution demanding that Kilpatrick resign. He then stayed through the start of emergency manager Kevin Orr, but then decided it was time to go, resigning in 2013.
You guys don't really know how to run government, and you've had your corrupt folks, and we have, and you've had your inexperienced people, and we have, and you had your deficits, and we do. But at the same time, look at the rest of them as well.
Back here live, that's Kenyatta weighing in on how he felt about Michigan's emergency manager law. He felt that emergency management for the city of Detroit was the wrong way to go. He was also a strong opponent of moves like leasing Belle Isle to the state of Michigan. He was, however, a strong proponent of Afrocentric education for Detroit school children and always a warrior for black empowerment. We are live downtown. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Yeah, all right, Mara. Detroit's Mayor Mike Duggan paying tribute to the former council member tonight, releasing a statement saying from his time as a Wayne County Commissioner to his service as a member of Detroit City Council, Kwame Kenyatta was a fine public servant who fought hard for what he believed in and made our city a better place. Kwame Kenyatta gone at just 63 years of age.
All right, temperatures still in 60s tonight, but we're here in the Weather Center with Ben, who's tracking showers that could disrupt the morning commute.
Not good timing.
Yeah.
We'd rather have them later, but we're going to get them out of here early. So one and done for really just a few hours, as a matter of fact. You see them on the other side of the lake. They're not going to last very long, but by 6 a.m. we'll start seeing some development here in the west zone. And notice that these could be some pretty potent downpours. Also, there may be some gusts up to 45, 50 miles an hour and possibly some small hail. Now, we're not anticipating that these are going to be severe, but these are going to be more than just a few showers and a rumble of thunder. They'll be gone here by 8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe still brushing the east side at that point, and then we're in for dry conditions for the remainder of the day. Temperatures starting out mild in the mid-60s. We'll be at 70 by 10 a.m. Tomorrow, the warmest day of the week, or the forecast, I should say, and the windiest. We'll look at how strong those winds get in the afternoon in just a few minutes, Kim.
Hey, Ben. The FBI, along with state and local police, were out in Canton Township today digging up graves at Knollwood Memorial Park. Police say they are gathering DNA to help identify unknown victims of homicides as part of Operation United. Knollwood Memorial Park is used by medical examiners to bury unclaimed bodies. The DNA collected will be sent to a lab for testing. Anyone with missing loved ones is asked to call Detroit's Homicide Division.
2 young men with ties to Metro Detroit among those killed in a violent crash in California. The crash happened about 3 this morning near Los Angeles when a car slammed into a tree. 4 men, all of them cousins, were in that car and all 4 were killed. Another car involved in the crash went off the freeway and hit a wall. Tonight, family members back here in Dearborn are asking how this happened.
It's a tragic accident. It took 4 lives, young man life. One of them is my nephew, Hussein. And we start thinking, what's going on? Why that happened?
Now, the cause of the crash is still under investigation, but witnesses report that both cars involved were traveling at high rates of speed and were possibly racing.
Well, there's a new push to get more Detroiters on the police force, and tonight we're talking to 2 of the officers assigned to lead the recruiting efforts. Jamont Terry joins us with the new programs DPD is rolling out.
Do you have what it takes to be in the ring?
On the way to stop a crime.
Or maybe you're not sure what being a Detroit officer entails. Before these men and women can get to this stage, the work starts here.
How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Cool,
I got the real hooper over here. I'm just saying.
That's him right here.
When officers Jesus Jimenez
grew up in Southwest.
and Jency Payne
I'm from the east side.
put on their uniforms, their mission, try to get others who want to do the same.
Well, I tend to focus a lot of my Southwest community, be able to have some of this Hispanic people and join the forces to be able to give back to where we grew up.
They are 2 of DPD's 4 full-time recruiters. You can find their career table at many community events.
It's so much things that a lot of people just don't know.
They primarily focus on middle and high schools.
And talk to children, not just about safety, but the perception of police that they might have nowadays.
And that's why they're looking at teenagers, not so much adults.
Well, put your hands together for the chief of police.
Programs like the Brotherhood Summit does more than mentor teens. It helps to remove hurdles many Detroiters face, like getting a simple driver's license.
Help them get past these challenges and barriers that have been preventing some of our great potential applicants.
The city is going a step further and hauling out a massive advertising campaign this summer.
Anything that can help us reach more people, because it's only a couple of us. So.
And they're convinced the work is paying off.
It's no better feeling than seeing that other officer or that candidate that we was talking to just a couple of months ago walk across that stage.
And on Friday, more officers will walk across the stage as they prepare to graduate a new class. Then on Monday, they start a new recruit class. As I mentioned, expect in the coming weeks to see and hear more advertisement from the city on TV and radio as they attempt to get these Detroiters to join the team. Reporting live in downtown tonight, Jamont Terry, Local 4.
All right, Jermont. Police say the serial car scratcher who's been targeting library goers throughout Clinton Township has now been arrested. 72-year-old Gary Young, charged with destruction of property, accused of scratching a number of vehicles in the parking lot of the Clinton Township Library over the course of 3 months. And police aren't sure just how bad this case will get. They are encouraging other possible victims to come forward. A robbery suspect in Lansing manages to get away from state troopers, but he was no match for a helicopter. MSP called for the chopper when the man got away on a motorcycle. The police chopper had tracked him down, showing him speeding down train tracks, but eventually troopers caught up with him and he surrendered to officers then peacefully.
An explosion on Detroit's west side rocks an entire neighborhood when a lawnmower hits a propane tank, shattering multiple windows next door. Happened near Manor in West Chicago when a mowing crew came to a vacant lot to trim the tall grass. The crew failed to clear the lot littered with debris, and when they came across a hidden propane tank, this happened.
I looked out my window like, oh no. It was a boom. I'm like, what the hell was that? You mean to tell me you couldn't just somebody walk back there and kind of assess what's going on before you did that? It was a big propane tank. This crap been here for 4 years.
Well, the city is now working with the mowing company to help pay for new windows and plans to clean up that field as well. Well, it's a debate you've probably had in your workplace.
Too hot or too cold? New tonight, how the battle of the thermostat might actually be killing productivity in the office.
And it was her owner's dying wish, the controversial legal case involving a healthy Shih Tzu mix that was put down.
But coming up first, it was the warning signs that he feels he missed.
His grades started dropping. He started not wanting to go to school.
Tonight, former Detroit Lions quarterback Eric Hipple opening up about the suicide of his teenage son and how he hopes his experience can help other families. Next.